Mr. Dinosaur is lost.
George's favourite toy is Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
Sometimes George likes to scare Peppa with Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr. Too scary.
At supper time, Mr. Dinosaur sits next to George.
I beg your pardon? Was that you, George? Or was it Mr. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
At bath time, George shares his bath with Mr. Dinosaur.
Good night, Peppa.
Good night, Mummy.
Good night, George. And good night, Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
When George goes to bed, Mr. Dinosaur is tucked up with him. George's favourite game is throwing Mr. Dinosaur up in the air
Whee!
and catching him when he falls back down.
Whee! Whee!
Peppa and Daddy Pig are playing drafts.
I win, Daddy.
Oh, well done, Peppa. George?
George, what's the matter?
I'm sore.
George, have you lost Mr. Dinosaur?
George has lost Mr. Dinosaur.
Don't worry, George. We'll find Mr. Dinosaur.
It's a job for a detective.
Daddy, what is a detective?
A detective is a very important person who is good at finding things.
Me! I'm good at finding things.
All right, Peppa is the detective.
George, I'm the detective. I will help you find Mr. Dinosaur.
Maybe the detective should ask George some simple questions.
George, where's Mr. Dinosaur?
George does not know where Mr. Dinosaur is.
The detective could try and guess where Mr. Dinosaur might be.
I know where he is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur with him in the bath. So Mr. Dinosaur is in the bath.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in the bath.
Oh. I know where Mr. Dinosaur is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur in his bed at night. See, that's where he is.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in George's bed.
Oh.
Maybe we should try the garden.
Yes, the garden. I was going to say that. Where is Mr. Dinosaur?
Mr. Dinosaur is very hard to find.
Oh, Mr. Dinosaur isn't anywhere.
George, you do love to throw Mr. Dinosaur in the air. I wonder if this time you threw Mr. Dinosaur just a bit too high.
There he is! I saw him first.
Well done, Peppa. You really are a very good detective.
I'm sore. Grrr.
George is so happy to have Mr. Dinosaur back again.
Whee!
Maybe it isn't a good idea to play with dinosaurs near trees.
Dinosaur. I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Muddy puddles.
It is raining today, so Peppa and George cannot play outside.
Daddy, it's not raining. Can we go out to play?
Ha ha! All right. Run along, you two.
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I love muddy puddles.
Peppa, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Sorry, Mummy.
George likes to jump in muddy puddles too.
George, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Peppa likes to look after her little brother, George.
George, let's find some more puddles.
Peppa and George are having a lot of fun. Peppa has found a little puddle. George has found a big puddle.
Look, George. There's a really big puddle.
George wants to jump into the big puddle first.
Stop, George. I must check if it's safe for you. Good. It is safe for you. Sorry, George. It's only mud.
Peppa and George love jumping in muddy puddles.
Come on, George. Let's go and show Daddy.
Goodness me.
Daddy! Guess what we've been doing?
Let me think. Have you been watching television?
No, Daddy.
Have you just had a bath?
No.
I know. You've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Yes, Daddy. We've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Ho, ho. And look at the mess you're in.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it's only mud. Let's clean up quickly before Mummy sees the mess.
Daddy, when we've cleaned up, will you and Mummy come and play too?
Yes, we can all play in the garden.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. Mummy and Daddy are wearing their boots. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Oh, Daddy Pig, look at the mess you're in.
It's only mud. Whee!
George has found where Peppa was hiding.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Fancy dress party.
Peppa and George are having a fancy dress party. All their friends are invited. Peppa is dressed as a fairy princess. And George is dressed as a dinosaur.
Grrr, dinosaur.
Here are Peppa's friends, Candy Cat, Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, Rebecca Rabbit and Pedro Pony. Susie is wearing her nurse's costume.
Hello, Susie.
Hello, Mr. Pig.
I'm glad the nurse has arrived. Have you just come from the hospital?
I'm not a real nurse. It's just pretend.
Very good. My. Who have we here?
I'm a pirate. Shiver me timbers. Meow. I'm a witch. I can turn you into a frog.
Nay.
I'm a clown.
That's funny. And what are you, Rebecca Rabbit?
I'm a carrot.
Fantastic. Come in. There's a fairy princess and a dinosaur waiting to meet you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa.
Nay.
Hello, Susie. I'm Princess Peppa. You must bow when you speak to me. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm Nurse Susie. Open wide and say ah. Ah.
Nay.
I'm a clown. Do something funny. Rebecca, why are you dressed as a carrot? I like carrots. Dinosaur. A scary dinosaur.
Peppa is admiring herself in the mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You are Peppa. Meow. Hello, Peppa. Hello, I'm a little fairy princess. I'm a witch. Meow. And I've got a magic wand. I've got a magic wand too. I can turn you into a frog. And I'll turn you into a frog. Dinosaur.
Oh dear, George is scared of his own reflection.
Oh, silly George. Look, it's you in the mirror. Children, it's time to decide who has the best fancy dress costume.
We need a judge.
Me.
As it's Peppa's party, maybe she should be the judge.
I'm the judge. Daddy, what is a judge?
The judge decides who has the best costume.
Oh, goody.
Peppa is going to choose who has the best costume.
Susie, can I see your costume, please? I'm Nurse Susie. I make people better. Very good, Nurse Susie. Now, Danny. I'm a pirate. Shiver me timbers. Now, Candy. Meow. I'm a witch. I can turn you into a frog. Well, I'm a fairy princess and I can turn you into a frog.
Children.
Sorry, Mummy.
Who's next?
I'm a clown. That's funny. And Rebecca? I'm a carrot. Lovely. And my little brother George is a scary dinosaur. Everyone's costume is very good. Hooray!
Now you say who the winner is.
Oh, yes. And the winner is... me.
Oh.
Peppa, you can't pick yourself. You're the judge.
Oh, can't I?
You have to pick another winner.
OK. The carrot wins. Hooray! Thank you.
Peppa loves fancy dress parties. Everyone loves fancy dress parties. She has to chase Chloe and George.
Can't catch me. George, I'm going to easily catch you. You're so little. That's not fair. I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Camping.
Peppa and her family are going camping.
I love camping. We're here.
Hooray!
Peppa, George, this is the tent I had when I was a little boy.
Daddy, Daddy, how are you going to make that into a tent?
Don't worry, Peppa. I'm an expert at camping. Mummy Pig, put the tent on the poles, please. That's it. Easy as pie. Oh,
Do these pegs do anything?
of course. I forgot about the pegs.
The pegs hold the tent up.
There.
The tent is a bit little.
It was big enough for me when I was a boy, but it does look a bit small now.
That's because you've grown a bit since you were a boy, Daddy Pig.
And your tummy has grown the most of all.
Oh, talking of tummies, we should cook supper.
Yes.
First, we have to collect sticks to make a fire.
Yippee!
Peppa and George are helping Daddy Pig collect sticks for the campfire.
George, I'll pick up the sticks and you can carry them. Collecting sticks is fun.
Good. That's enough sticks. That's a splendid campfire. Now I'll light it.
Here are the matches.
Oh, we don't need matches.
Daddy, how can you light it without matches?
I'm going to make fire the old way by simply rubbing these two sticks together.
Daddy Pig is rubbing the two sticks together to light the campfire.
Where is the fire, Daddy?
Nearly there.
Hooray!
Easy as pie.
Now we can heat up the tomato soup.
Listen to the sounds of nature.
What is that sound?
That is the sound of crickets chirping.
What is that?
That's an owl. Look, there it is.
Wow! And what's that noise?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's Daddy's tummy.
My tummy rumbling is one of the best sounds of nature. It means it's time to eat.
I love tomato soup.
So do I.
Oh, there's another one of Daddy Pig's sounds of nature.
What?
Come on, children, into the tent. It's bedtime.
We won't all fit in. The tent is too little.
It will be fine. In you go. Move further in, Mummy Pig.
Daddy, you're too big for the tent.
Never mind. I'd rather sleep outside anyway.
Good night, Daddy Pig.
Good night, Daddy. Night-night.
Good night, everyone.
Mummy Pig, Peppa and George are sleeping in the tent. Daddy Pig is sleeping outside, under the stars.
I love camping. Sleeping in the open air with the stars above me. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
It is morning.
Daddy, it was lovely and cosy in the tent. Oh, where's Daddy?
Daddy Pig has gone.
Poor Daddy Pig. He must have been cold and wet. And now where is he? What's that sound?
It sounds like snoring. Daddy Pig!
What?
Daddy, you're safe!
Of course I'm safe. I'm an expert at camping. I slept in the car.
Silly Daddy.
I love camping.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Very hot day.
The sun is shining. It is a very hot day.
What a lovely hot day.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. They are going to jump in muddy puddles.
I love muddy puddles. Oh,
Oh dear, the sun is so hot that the puddles have dried up.
Mummy, Daddy, the puddles are all dry and we can't jump in them.
Never mind, Peppa. It's so sunny, you can play in the paddling pool instead.
Yes, the puzzling pool.
First, you have to change into your swimming costumes.
Yes, Mummy.
Peppa and George are wearing their swimming costumes. Mummy Pig is wearing her swimming costume. And Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume.
Because it's so hot, you need sun cream.
Ew, so oily and yucky. Yuck.
Oh, what a fuss about nothing.
Yes, we all need sun cream today.
Oh. Come on, George. Let's get some air into this paddling pool.
Daddy Pig is pumping up the paddling pool.
Easy as pie.
Peppa holds the hose. And Mummy Pig turns on the water.
Where's the water?
Peppa and George love their paddling pool.
Ice cream! Ice cream!
Miss Rabbit, the ice cream lady.
Ice cream!
On very hot days, Miss Rabbit sells ice cream.
Mummy, Daddy, can George and I have an ice cream, please?
Oh, well, I suppose it is an especially hot day.
Hey!
Please, can I have one as well?
Everyone likes ice cream.
Hello, Mummy Pig, Peppa and George.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
What ice creams would you like?
Can I have a cone, please, Miss Rabbit?
Of course you may, Peppa.
Thank you.
The same for me and one for Daddy Pig, please.
And what would young Mr. George like?
Dinosaur.
A dinosaur?
Silly George. He always says dinosaur for everything.
Well, it just so happens that I do have a dinosaur-shaped ice lolly.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
George, you should eat your ice lolly before it melts.
Dinosaur.
George loves his dinosaur ice lolly so much he doesn't want to eat it.
Thank you, Miss Rabbit.
Enjoy the weather.
George, I really think you should eat your ice lolly before it melts and falls on the ground.
Oh dear, George's dinosaur ice lolly has melted and fallen on the ground.
Never mind, George. You can share Daddy's ice cream. I'm sure he won't mind.
It is so warm, Daddy Pig has fallen asleep.
Daddy Pig does look hot.
Let's dip water on Daddy to cool him down.
Good idea, Peppa.
Whoa! Yeah, what happened?
You were all red and hot, Daddy Pig.
So we tip water on you.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Peppa.
Look, the puzzles are back. Quick, George, let's get our boots.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. Peppa and George love the hot day, but most of all, they love jumping up and down in puddles.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Peppa